Hello and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have another Transformers 4 Age of Extinction review for you. This is Deluxe Autobot Drift. Here he is in the packaging. He is Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Series M4 number 6. Here's his bio on the back if you'd like to read that. Pretty cool looking robot mode. There's his car mode. There are the other two in this series, Strafe and Slash. There we go. Alright, so let's get this guy out of the package and take a look. Okay, so out of the package here we have Drift. I think he looks pretty great. I really like his color scheme. It's kind of the dark blue with the light blue accents. Very similar to the Q-Rex Megazord I reviewed a couple days ago, actually. See if I can get in closer and give you a look at his head sculpt. It looks pretty good. It's all very gold. I wish there were some other colors just to break it up a little bit. But otherwise it looks pretty good. I like his crest up here at the top. Articulation-wise, his head does move side to side and back and forth. It's on a ball joint. Here, there is a swivel here at the elbow for... Whoa. Apparently, this can pop right off. Okay, well, I got his arm back in. But basically, that is just kind of a peg that's in one of those slot holes where it's almost looks like a nail head into the slot. So that can turn like this. Then there's a ratchet right here next to that. There is a swivel here at the elbow. Right there. And then also a ratchet for 90 degrees at the elbow. And then the hand can move like this. It cannot turn. You'd have to turn the whole forearm. The hand itself at the wrist can only move like that. No waist articulation. But he does have... Now, this, on mine, it tends to be that the legs move together when I try to move one. They can move independently. Just for some reason, they like to move together. But, so it's got a swivel out here, a ratchet out to the side. And then, obviously, front and back. And then I think it's just got this 90 degrees... Well, almost 90 degrees. Not really a whole lot of movement here in the knee. Not quite 90 degrees. And then this ankle moves forward as part of the transformation, but otherwise not a whole lot of articulation there. But he looks great. I mean, I think he looks menacing. I love the shoulder pads. I think the detailing on that is really cool, where it looks like an old like samurai armor. So I think that's really cool. For accessories, he does come with 2 long swords and 2 short swords. And what the directions show, and what I think also looks very good, here you'll see there's 2 holes right there and there. You can go ahead and peg the swords in. And I think that gives him a cool look. It kind of makes him look like he's got swords on the back there, like longer swords ready. And then he can hold each of these swords in his hands. There we go. But yeah, I think the swords look really good. I think the colors also really go with his overall color scheme. So Drift's transformation is fairly simple, but I do like it. I've gone ahead and removed the swords just to get them out of the way. You're going to start by coming around to the back and just lifting these panels up so that they're flush with the rest of the car. Do that on both sides. Now when you do that, they're going to be able to move forward a little bit, which is what you want. Then you're going to come around here and just this whole section will lift up and become the back of the car. And you can peg them together. Just like that. And now you can see you've kind of got the back of the car there. Right here behind the head, Let me see if I can. This is going to unpeg this piece here. You can see has a hole and there's a peg right behind the head. So once you do that, then you can push this part in, and this whole thing is going to revolve 180 degrees. At that point, you can start to push Drift's head in, and as you do that, it'll start to revolve the front of the car around that was his chest. Then you can fold this out and fold this part back to make the roof of the car. And then that's just going to kind of drop down into place. So as you can see, you've got pretty much of the car. Then you're just going to kind of straighten out the hands and the arms. And then you're just going to kind of line up these panels until they snap. And then just fold the car doors back. The shoulder pads, they become the car doors. And then you just kind of have to fiddle with it till you get all the panels and tabs and everything to line up. It will eventually all snap into place. There we go. Oh, come on, buddy. This back panel is being a little persnickety. There we go. So there we go. We have the car mode. Oh, panels are still a little... There we go. It's just a question of getting them all lined up. One thing I did forget to mention during the transformation, before you put the roof down, like say for example if I unpeg the side panels and the arms, and then lift this whole section back up, before you would turn this around, there's two, there's going to be no way to show you this, hold on. I have to basically transform it halfway back. It's not this. I feel like the front part here, let me lift this up a little bit. It has trouble getting clearance. And I don't always know why. Maybe I have to be in the front. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, these are the two holes in robot mode that you used. Anyway, these are the two holes in robot mode you use for the swords, but there's two holes in here. You can place the swords in here, the short swords, for storage in car mode. So as you can see, the two swords are there clipped in there on the inside of the roof of the car. So now if I transform this all back. It's just a matter of getting all the panels to snap in. There we go. Alright, so now you can see that the swords are visible through the windshield. If you come around to the bottom, there are two holes here and here, and you can store the larger swords. They clip in very nicely. There we go. And now you can store all four swords in vehicle mode. I have to say that I really like this vehicle mode. I like the spoiler on the back, and I think it rolls really well, and I think it stays together pretty well. Some of the other ones, like Bumblebee and Crosshairs, sometimes the panels on the sides don't snap in that great, but Drift keeps together pretty well. I really like Drift. I think he's definitely my favorite non-Dinobot Deluxe that we've gotten so far. His vehicle mode is just a little bit more cohesive and stays together a little better than, say, High Octane Bumblebee or Crosshairs. I like the samurai motif. I like the color scheme. I like the inclusion of the 4 swords. I just think he looks great. I mean, I don't really have too many complaints about him. Like I said, maybe a little bit more color or detail on the face just to kind of make it not one blob of color. But otherwise, I think he's pretty great. But please tell me what you think in the comments. Please like and share this video. Please make sure you're subscribed. There's links in the description for my Facebook and Twitter. Please follow me on there as well. I hope you've enjoyed this review of Transformers 4 Age of Extinction Deluxe Drift, and thanks for watching.